Hi, friends. We're living in unprecedented, anxiety-provoking times with the spread of this global pandemic and the effect that that has had upon our nation, upon our ability to meet together, upon our social structures, upon our economy, and upon our ability to work. That's affected many of you, I think probably all of you, in some way or another. And that certainly can provoke a great deal of anxiety. If you go to the store, there are sections of the shelves that are just completely bare, and that provokes a certain amount of anxiety. Many of you have been told to go home from work and not to report until further notice. And some of you have been given a time frame for that, but others have not been given a time frame, and that provokes anxiety. And as time goes by, I'm beginning to receive reports in from people that I know of people that they know personally who have contracted the disease. A friend of my wife's from back in New Jersey, she's got two young daughters under the age of 6 years old, and both of them running a 104, 105 fever. One of them diagnosed with pneumonia, the other in respiratory distress. They've been tested for influenza and have been tested for strep, and both of those tests have come back negative. But because the tests for COVID-19 are in short supply, and because they can't establish a transmission line to them of contracting that disease, they don't qualify for receiving the test. That's frustrating to the mom, and yet they're treating these girls in such a way as to assume that they do indeed have the virus. And I know that some of you are in contact with people who they themselves or their children have contracted the virus, and it's just very, very anxiety provoking. Added to all that, we've got, in order to try to contain this, a moratorium on meetings of more than 10 people, which means that the churches won't be meeting this Sunday. And that kind of isolation, particularly in a time like this, is stressful, and that also provokes anxiety. And so what I would like to do is I'd like to invite you to join us, not at our physical building, but to join us via live stream for worship at Bethel Presbyterian Church this coming Sunday at 11 a.m. At our website, www.bethelpress.com, there's a link to the bulletin. And what we want to do is we want to encourage you to be aware of the other people who are worshiping with you remotely, and not to have it be something where you simply sit and observe worship, but where you participate. We'll call on you to participate in reciting the prayers and reciting the creeds, in singing together. And we hope that you will indeed participate in that. Most significantly, situations that cause stress and anxiety, that provoke stress and anxiety, are not new to God's people. And they're not a surprise to God. And God has told us in His Word how we can counter stress and how we can counter anxiety and have peace in the midst of it. And that's what we're going to be talking about this Sunday. So I hope that you will join us. And in doing that, that God will use that time together to help relieve the anxiety in your life. God bless you and keep you and your families from all harm in this time. And I hope that I'll see you on Sunday. God bless.